All right. In 3, 2, 1. Pee pee poo poo check, dude. Where are my pee pee
What
poopers
is
at?
but like I was saying, it's pretty weird that like you made out with your dog last night.
Okay.
I don't think it's like a normal.
Okay. So here we are. Welcome back. Week number 2 of Jonsh and I having a incredibly highly efficient and just an all around incredible form of information right here in this podcast. I mean, if there's two people
Oh
on
yeah,
this
definitely.
if there's two people on this earth that you should listen to constantly about all your life decisions, I feel like it's me and you. I could be stepping out whenever I say that though.
Yeah, I would just skip, buying books from philosophers
Yeah, why?
or if you're a religious guy,
Yeah.
just go straight to us. It's everything you need.
That's what I'm saying.
Successful streamer
Yeah.
over here. We got a successful successful guy here.
Yep, super successful. Yep.
A
lot of money, a lot of really good knowledge.
Literally your desktop, when you click Chrome, one tab should be DapperJameson stream when it's live, even if it's not live.
Right.
You're just in the chat.
Yeah.
And your other tab should be YouTube. DapperJameson podcast, awkwardly close. So
with Josh. That's the
with
most
Josh,
important thing.
Just that one.
The biggest thing about this is people really need to recognize that when they watch this podcast, they are, or listen to it, whatever it may be, they're soaking up the most truthful knowledge from all around the world. So politics, pop culture, everything that's anything and everything that's going on in the world around you. I'm gonna again step out on a limb here and say that we are the best form of that information.
Yeah, and it's like it's important to be humble, Like
Right.
there's other people that are okay, but
Yeah,
I mean, it just comes naturally.
I'm definitely with you when it comes to stuff like that. And speaking of being just some of the greatest humans to ever walk the face of this earth, we're talking football today.
Yeah, it's an okay sport. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen smarter athletic activities that one human being could do, but this one fills the void for now. So
yeah, I would say like darts is one. Probably darts. I mean, it's a toss up, but
pool?
I mean, darts is up. Yeah, darts, pool, and probably. Oh man, bowling, but it's just.
Bowling is definitely up there. It takes a high class, high superior human to be able to bowl properly.
There's probably fantasy darts out there.
Do you think there is?
Probably. Do a quick Google search here.
Dude,
fantasy darts.
Fantasy darts, bro. If there is, we're diving deep. If there
Fantasy Darts TV Premier League Darts 2020 Predictions Tournament.
No fucking way. Hang on.
You pay to play.
No fucking way. Oh my god, there is.
And I'm definitely picking guy in green shirt because it's the first guy I see.
Oh,
he's on there 4 times.
God, is it the bald dude?
Yeah,
dude, this guy is nutty. Oh my god! All right, well, I know what we're doing. We're diving deep into we're diving deep into darts. How insane, dude! I bet that means there's definitely pool. That means there's definitely bowling.
Yeah.
There's all of those things. Damn, that's rad. I think that's really cool. Again, look at us providing more information to the people than, I mean, are you seeing Rogan provide this kind of info?
Negative.
No. I mean, the number one podcaster in the world right now. Are you seeing our president give you information like this? No. Like
no.
It's crazy, man. I should probably throw like a Patreon or like something down below where people could, pay us for the knowledge that they're gaining.
Yeah, like Elon Musk, more like Elon Cornhusk, because that's all he is to our podcast.
Yep.
You look at a corn husk and
you
that's
just shed it and
stupid.
throw it away. Yeah, you just get
that's
rid
literally
of it. 100%, dude. I'm right there with you. Dude, before we jump into this, I had a question that I've been thinking about a lot recently. And again, this kind of all ties into our whole mantra, which is being, one of the most sophisticated podcasts that's out there, most informative, all that kind of stuff. When it comes to jerking off, how many times a week do you think you jerk off?
Never have.
Really?
Yeah, never even thought about it.
You're not a jerk off a week guy?
No.
Damn. So I was talking with my side piece about jerking off, and I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, I don't know what she was like, I don't know what I'd do without you, and I was like, yeah, I know. She was like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Just jerk off a bunch?
What a stupid question.
No, but it's for real, because she was like, how many times a week did you jerk off before I started letting you tap this? And I was like, I think I probably jerked off 4 times a week. So out of 7 days, I probably jerked off 4 times of those. And I was wondering, because she was like, I feel like that's not a lot. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what a lot number is. Like, what do you think is a lot of jerking off in a week? Like is 4 a lot? Or I think everybody's perspective is going to be a little bit different. But, is 4 a lot or no?
I would say I would go with the under on that.
Really?
Like, I think that's an under, especially like when you're, younger.
In your
like,
20s, yeah, you're just cranking down all the time. Like, you're just all over the house. Yeah, because I didn't know because I know Trey said that
Trey's numbers are probably insane.
Dude, I've got rookie numbers compared to Trey for sure. But we had a conversation one time where he said he jerked off 7 times in one day. 7 times in one day. Can you imagine? What do you do all day? You have to be jerking off all day. Like, your dick has got to be, ravaged by the end of the day, dude. That's crazy.
It's like he had to set an alarm clock.
That's like Tyson Fury. Have you heard about Tyson Fury's jerk off schedule? It's insane. He jerks off like 12 times a day. What are we talking about?
He's also a cheater too, so don't matter.
He is?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What happened?
He's been busted for not having padded gloves, and
oh shit.
He like, there was one fight where, it's like videos you can watch, but I personally think it's true. But it's not like confirmed that he's a cheater. It's just the way he puts his gloves on during the match, he like works them with his hand, and he slides, like, where you put your fingers in. He slides his hand down in the glove, in that little opening right there on your wrist. He's hitting him with like his door knocking knuckles, but bare.
Oh,
so when he'll swing like this, from the side, and you'll see the top of the glove flap backwards when he hits somebody.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think he's been hitting people like bare knuckle for a while.
Damn, and they just don't know the difference.
I don't think, because it's happening so fast. I know they can check gloves, but you can't bust that, because when they check the gloves, he just has his hand back in the thing.
Right.
It's not like he's packing them or nothing. And then when it comes to them saying he takes like the padding out from inside, I don't know. I'm not a boxer. I've never worn professional gloves.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this. This is crazy.
Yeah. You can watch like videos of like his glove like flapping, like when he's throwing punches.
I'd love to see that, actually. Is there going to be another Fury Wilder?
I'm not sure, actually.
I think there is.
I'm just tracking the Tyson fights.
Dude, he looks good.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's like,
Tyson looks fucking terrifying, bro.
Yeah, that was the last. I'm pretty sure it's like the last Joe Rogan, the second best podcast.
Oh, really?
Second best podcast I watch behind ours.
Right, yeah.
Is the Yeah, it's the was the Mike Tyson one.
I think it's really cool that, both of us are on the same page in the sense of like, I only watch our content. Like, I don't watch anybody else's stuff. So like, even though I lived it, I'll just go back and I'll just watch all of our stuff like all the time. Like, I don't watch anybody else. I just watch.
All we need to do is make music, and it would,
Right. Like our
it'd
own
be content.
music, our own podcast. With I feel like we got to incorporate a lot of jerking off stuff in it now, though. I don't know.
You need to get sponsored by a company like that.
A jerk
And then you
off
could
company?
segue into then you could segue into it.
For like a mini ad.
Hey, speaking of cranking down.
Yeah, speaking of coming all over your bathroom. Dude, God, that would make me so happy. Any sponsors that are out there listening to this right now, if you have anything to do with coming, let me know. The email that you need to contact is down below. Dude, I got a little weird segue here, but I got oat milk for the first time in my coffee today, and it's fucking a game changer.
Oat milk?
Dude, it is an absolute game changer.
I've never heard of that.
Bro, next time you're going to get some coffee, remember this. Ask them if they have oat milk, and if they say, hell yeah, we do, you go, give me that shit. It's so good.
Yeah, speaking of that, when I got my Herbalife shake, it spilled all over my truck seat, so...
I saw that.
And it was actually Grace's
everywhere.
shake. Dude, I don't know what to do because I just bought those camo seat covers.
Did you really?
And like all I do is just wipe. So the good thing is that it's not like a normal milkshake where it's like milk and dairy and all that. It's just like powder and water and ice. So I don't think it's. There's this place in my town that so you can buy a franchise of Herbalife, and people will just open a shop and call it Dapper whatever, and then Dapper Life, and you only sell Herbalife products.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they got like the protein powder, the pre-workout, the which would be dope, Dapper pre-workout.
Yeah,
and it's just, and then the can would just be you flexing with no shirt on and sunglasses.
That'd be a super cool cover, I think, because nothing says get jacked like seeing me with my shirt off.
It's just a container of sugar.
Yeah, dude, here, pop off, bro. Good luck.
Like, spend all the money on like the pictures, the labeling,
the branding,
and then it's just sugar. Yeah, I think that would fly off the shelf.
Dude, no, fuck sugar. I'll just put flour in there.
This pre-workout's lumpy, bro.
Man, that's super weird. Why does it taste like bread?
I feel crazy though, dude.
Yeah, I got like the hardest pump in my life.
Just everyone gains like 50 pounds. Just drinking flour.
Dude, I don't know. I feel good though. I feel good. Every time I take it, man, I feel better every time.
Yeah, just get this insane pump every time I'm working out.
That'd be so rad. All right, well, I'm gonna put that on the list of things that I need to invest money in.
Scamming.
All right, let's talk about this football thing. Week 1 in the books. How did you do overall this week in your 2 leagues?
I won all 3 of my games.
Oh, you have 3.
So I won. Well, 3. I count DraftKings as one because.
Oh, okay, dude.
But it's not a real league.
Trey
but
is
I won
deep in there. Deep in.
I think I won 8. I won $8. So.
Heyo.
Yeah, I won that one. I won both my leagues, and then I won both of my games. Like last podcast, I said it can come down to a point. I won both of my games, one by 2 points and one by 1 point.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was in one league. I had the highest scoring in the league, and played my dad, and he had the second highest scoring in the league. So it was like a shootout.
Shit.
And then the other one, it was just a crazy game. Like I was up big, and the guy like almost came back.
Damn.
It was sweat. But
Well, I know
how'd
that
you do?
I ended up winning out 116 to 105.
Easy game.
Actually an easy game. I'm going to toss my screen up here that way you can see it too. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Ended up winning 116, 105, and then this week I got him who actually put up the most points in our league this past week. He put up like I don't even know how to look. But he put up a shit ton. He put up like 170 or something like that. It was something crazy.
Huh.
But yeah, anyways, here we are. We're here now. There's been a bunch of people hitting me up about trades, and they all seem really shitty.
Do you have any? Do you remember them?
I don't, but I know that one was like a kicker and some other dude I've never heard of for Marquise Brown, and I was like, I'm cool. I think I'm gonna pass on that. And it was actually by him. Like I truly think that everybody right now is like, oh, this is James's first time in the league. He will just accept shit. So maybe he'll just trade me random shit. And and that is not what's happening. So fuck him.
Yep.
But I do want to look at this week and tell me what I should do, who I should mix in, what should be happening here.
Okay. Well, quarterback. I mean, that's perfect. That's the Vegas total overall going to be the highest scoring game of the weekend.
Oh,
You
really?
think, dude? It's like, I think they got it close to like 50 total points, like combined both teams. Like
Holy shit.
yeah. So like both teams are going to score probably like 3 touchdowns and just going to be throwing all game. And then, of course, CMC. Well, Godwin's out, so
Yeah, we need
we'll
to
have to
move
work.
him.
We'll have to work on that. And the James White situation is, I mean, it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Diggs, Kelsey, Brown. I mean, that's pretty much like you don't really move those guys
Right.
unless. But we'll get into looking at some guys because I don't know your waiver wire.
Okay.
And then looking at your bench too, we'll get into that. But first, we should definitely work on the Godwin. So,
Okay.
like I said, the Cowboys Falcons game
Mm-hmm.
is going to be super high scoring, and you do have CD Lamb, and he's got a ton of hype.
Yeah.
Dallas loves him. It's just the Cowboys cowboyed week 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
pretty classic, huh?
There's no telling that team. Like I'll never understand the Cowboys. It's like you have New York Yankees money,
Right.
and like the best stadium in football, and like you just can't do it. Like, oh boy,
No,
brand new stadium, franchise team, another 8-8 season. It's like,
0-1, fired up.
like, why would you do that? So, my picks for that Godwin placement would either be Lamb or Campbell. Campbell's like could fight for that number one, that wide receiver 1 spot in Indiana or Indianapolis, because Ty is getting older. He's not the same Ty. He's still really good.
Right.
Minnesota gave up the most yards period last weekend against Green Bay.
Hell yeah.
When Rodgers lost his mind, and from everything I'm looking at, it looks like that's going to be a current thing with Minnesota. Like their defense just doesn't.
Right.
From everybody I've listened to and everything I've seen, it's like that's not a fluke weekend. Like if you're playing against Minnesota, like you probably should play who you have against them.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say Lamb or Campbell.
So
for Godwin.
My initial thoughts is I look at it because I am so new and I don't know anything. I look at this like, man, I want to put Landman just because I think it would make watching that game even more fun. You know, like what? Like,
Yeah,
is that obviously? I think that's probably a bad way to look at fantasy, but I
it
think
is a prime time. No, it's not a prime time game, but I know what you're saying it's like a high
that
scoring game.
that would be so much fun to sit back and watch and see who really pops off. But also I understand where we're at.
I do picks like that too. Like none of these picks are
right.
bad. Like with Campbell, like all right, so it's also who would you like more like quarterback wise throwing the ball to your receiver, Philip Rivers or Dak Prescott?
Right.
Like Philip Rivers has been known as a check down quarterback.
Right.
Like they're starting their draft pick this weekend with Jonathan Taylor, their running back that everyone's excited about, and he catches the ball out of the backfield and he's still got TY.
Right.
But you're gonna get Campbell's starting to be their guy.
Right.
Sort of. But or do you get more volume with Dak throwing to CeeDee Lamb with Amari Cooper still being kind of hurt and Blake Jarwin, their starting tight end, they're huge on. He tore his ACL last weekend.
Oh shit! Did he really?
Yeah, so
Damn.
that's one of their main guys out going across the middle, and CeeDee Lamb's a slot kind of. He does like middle routes.
Right.
So does CeeDee pick up those targets? Probably.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a preference thing. But for podcast purposes and all that, and being fair to the league, like I let it's your team, so
of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say put that guy. Like, do what you want to do. I think they're both pretty good picks.
I think I'm gonna roll with CD. I think I'm gonna roll with him. We're gonna put in. We're gonna toss in old CD here for Chris Godwin.
Should be exciting to watch.
Yeah, that would be super fun.
Okay.
Let's do something about our running back situation here for James White.
So I was looking at that. I would definitely start playing Malcolm Brown.
Okay.
He is. So Malcolm Brown had a good weekend last weekend. Henderson is hurt. So right now for the Rams, they had Henderson and he got hurt, but Cam Akers, which is their rookie pick,
right?
And he's really good, and Malcolm Brown. So like, it's probably gonna be one of those like, Malcolm Brown's a vet and he's good. So we're gonna have like Cam Akers kind of working with him. Cam Akers did get the start last weekend.
Okay.
But it's gonna be like once Akers gets more comfortable and
right,
maybe they might start scooting him more out of the situation.
Okay.
But just for now, like putting a Band-Aid over a
yeah.
a cut at running back, like I like Brown over White.
Okay.
And plus that sounded bad. So
I didn't even notice.
Philly's defense is whatever.
Really?
Too. Like I'd rather, if I was a running back in the NFL, which I should be, we both should be.
I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, dude, if I was out on the field, do you know how many points projected I would get every Sunday? Like
100 easy.
A ton. Like I would single like this whole Christian McCaffrey thing is dog shit. Like this guy would be a literal no one if you or me were out on the field, but specifically me, because I am just such a dominant force.
I think you'd score like 5 touchdowns every weekend.
I think you're probably on the lower end of touchdowns, but yeah, I think you're right as far as the amount of scoring goes.
Yeah, I do like Brown. Also, lucky enough, Christian McCaffrey counts as 2 players.
Smile.
So you technically have 3 running backs right now because McCaffrey is just insane.
When Where did he come from, bro? I feel like he came out of nowhere.
He played at Stanford.
God, how long's he been in the league now? Only a couple seasons, right?
3.
Really?
Unless he like just backed up someone for, I don't know actually. I don't think it's more than like 4 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he came out of nowhere. Like, these past 2 years, it's just been like, Jesus, guy.
Yeah, he's a beast for sure. Like,
Crazy.
I don't know what's up with that guy or what but he moves like, he just jukes everyone he plays against.
It's so wild.
Okay, so let me look at your bench again. Okay, Pollard, da. Yeah, I like that. Matt Ryan is going to be your consistent starter every weekend this year. I think unless you really like the Cam matchup, but going against Seattle's defense,
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm not a fan of that. Right now with your injuries, Chris Godwin, like, it's just a concussion.
Is that all it was?
Yeah, it was one of those hits where he got hit in the head and then his head hit the ground hard too. So it's kind of one of those, because he started feeling sick, I guess, from like the headache.
Yeah.
And so it was like the day after that they reported it, and yesterday it was still up in the air, and today, this morning, they did more protocols on him, and they're like, no, he can't play. So he'll be back next week.
Right.
It's not a big deal. He's not. Philip Lindsay, he's got. It's so sad I know all this. Like, I need to get a life.
That's awesome. That's what makes this. That again. Let's rotate back. That's what makes this podcast the most informative one on the physical internet. Like, if you're dumb enough to watch anybody other than us, I mean, like, you're missing out on top tier information. It's great. What happened to Lindsay?
Philip Lindsay, he has turf toe, and if you know, I think the real thing is like plantar fasciitis.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen about turf toe ended like Torrey Holt's career.
Holy shit!
Like,
It's a
turf
career
toe
ender.
Yeah, like turf toe. Like Julio had turf toe one year, and he hardly played the year because it hurts. From what they say, it hurts so bad. It's like walking with like a sharp like knife in your foot the whole year. Apparently it hurts real bad. So I don't know when he's gonna be back. Maybe it's not that bad, but I've heard of it just being. It's like, have you heard shin splints real bad?
Yes, dude.
It's like that in your foot.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shin splints are the fucking worst, bro.
Dude, I had them last year. I had 2 stress fractures in both my shins, and it felt like they were just gonna snap in half. I was like, dude, it hurts.
Did you get them just from running so often, or what?
Yeah, we were running sprints at the college, and the next day, it's like, dude, my shins freaking hurt, and everyone in my shop's like, dude, you're such a vagina about everything.
Classic.
And I'm just like, okay, so like I tried playing golf like a couple days with my buddy. Like, it hurt to like swing.
Really?
Yeah, or run up a bunker to get my, slice I just hit. And I'm like, dude, I think something's seriously wrong. They're like, dude, just run more. It'll work out. And I try to run like 1 lap, and they're like, of course they're giving me a hard time. And I go to the hospital. They're like, yeah, you have fractures in your shins, and I guess it's from like hitting the ground.
Yeah, constant pounding. That fucking sucks, dude. It's so it's so weird because even here recently, my front shoulder, dude, hurts so bad from shooting my bow. Like, I think I did something to it. Like it hurts right now. Like, and I haven't shot in 2 days because I was taking some time off. It hurts. It's like my rotator cuff, like on the front side here. It hurts. So I gotta go. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go see anybody, but I'm definitely gonna FaceTime Connor Sleeth and be like, "Yo, dude, walk me through a FaceTime physician. Like, I need to know what's going on, all free of charge."
We also played ball too, so
yeah, I know.
My shoulder is pretty.
Yeah,
my shoulder is pretty bad too.
My right one is toast. And it's been toast for a long time. For a long time. Now the left one. Fuck.
So everyone on your bench looks chill. I mean, the only thing for wide receiver is if you're like a huge Deshaun Jackson fan.
Right. I'm really
So
not. I don't.
yeah.
He was just a free pick.
All right. So scroll back up to starters. Yep. Browns wide receiver 1, Kelsey, Diggs. Diggs is a guy where you just gotta like track him. Like I don't know what like Josh Allen is a great quarterback, and I think he's gonna be throwing a lot more this year because he's more comfortable. Because usually they'll see the new guys like tuck and run a lot,
Yeah.
especially if they're dual threat. That's like it's your instinct to run.
Right.
But like I think he's more comfortable and he's like gonna move the ball better. I think for your defense, that's Vegas's second highest overall game. So there's gonna be a lot of scoring in Roger Stafford land.
Yeah.
So I would go to your players and see if we can streamline a defense this weekend. Because okay, Saints Vegas. That's a Monday night football game, and the other team has Alvin Kamara. So, or the other team has Josh Jacobs, and he just had a monster weekend. So, for this week, okay, I last weekend I said the Jaguars aren't going to win more than 3 games.
Yeah.
I guess Gardner Minshew heard me say that.
Which I don't doubt because he is someone who's smart enough to realize what kind of quality podcast this is. So I don't doubt it that he was listening in. Probably
that
pregame,
is a
honestly.
true statement.
Probably
that is a
pregame.
true statement. I personally am still picking the team that plays Jacksonville.
Okay.
So this weekend I have on one team I have Tennessee's defense, just because it's still the Jaguars. Like
Right.
they had a good game last weekend, but like I still can't like out of this whole group because you roughly have the same teams that are open.
Yeah.
Luckily, like Arizona was open in my other league, so I picked them up.
Right.
I just.
So you think you think just about anybody's going to beat up on Jax. So Titans defense wise playing against Jacksonville is likely to pop off.
Yeah, and Tennessee has a pretty decent defense. Like that's the reason why they can run the ball so much is because they're always in the game. Like they never get blown out. If you look at last year's statistics, they never got blown out. Like
right.
Besides like random, like everyone gets like if there's a random bad game, but like for the most part they looked pretty good last weekend. And I think they're the best chance they have Clowney now.
Yeah, they do. Jesus, I wish he never left Seattle, but
so with that team, you have the best chance of sacks, interceptions, and like I said, you can see the trend of the plus and minus for the rostering. Everyone's streaming Tennessee this weekend.
Yeah.
So that's who I would feel comfortable using.
All right. Well, we're gonna add him in here, and we're going to drop. Yeah.
Now you can drop them if you want, or if you really like Detroit's defense, like because there's a possibility, they get picked up immediately or something, and I would hate for you to lose that if you really like that defense. But I streamline defenses, so I don't care.
Yeah, I think I'm about that action. I'm about the every week maybe picking up the best matchup.
Yeah, because for me it opens up a spot too on your bench. Like, hey, this is an extra pick I can do because I streamline defenses. So, let's go look at. I'd like to go look at free agents. I want to see if anyone dropped anyone that was stupid because a lot of people did last weekend.
Okay. Where should I be looking here for that?
Okay. Cool. No, you got it. That's all. Okay. These are all your open players. So, let's pick up Latavius Murray for sure. I don't know why he's not on a team because he's like the best handcuff.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember talking about handcuffs.
He's the best handcuff in the NFL. So Kamara goes down, you have another Alvin Kamara.
Right.
So,
should we
so a
drop
guy on
James
your
White
bench
or bench? Excuse me.
A guy on your bench you don't like. Okay, so last weekend we picked up Pollard because he was the best handcuff at that time.
Right.
Latavius Murray wasn't there. Someone dropped Murray for some reason because I would have told you to pick him up if he was there.
Right.
So you could swap Pollard for Murray because Zeke doesn't really get injured, but Kamara has had, unless there's someone else you want to drop like on your bench, because James White, like New England's backfield is awful, but he's
like a staple.
Like Cam Newton is going to be the leading rusher on that team this year. Like he is the running back. So, but like James White is a starter. Like he actually plays like. So that's the only reason why I don't like. I hate Leonard Fournette, but if he's proven he's starting to be a bust, but that's like I would feel weird dropping him too, like in case Rojo gets hurt.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
We'll drop Tony here. We'll mix in for Latavius Murray.
Yeah. So I would like to look at your league and see who has Kamara.
Okay. Wait, I'm not putting him in. Okay, cool.
No, you just have him like that's a great handcuff. Like
right.
Murray, if people are watching, Murray and Alexander Madison should have been drafted easily. Like that because now you have leverage for trade.
Okay.
So I've had 3 trade requests this year just because leverage. Like Murray and Madison, but they're just terrible trades. Like people don't trade anymore for like, I need this, you need that. It's always like, maybe this guy's brain's not on, then I'm gonna. It's like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, it blows my mind sometimes. Okay, so not really. Let's see if there's a guy. His last name's Chenault. He plays for Jacksonville. He's a wide receiver.
How do I spell that?
S-H-E. There you go. LaVisca Chenault Jr. I'll see if he's... All right, he already got picked up by somebody. Let's go to your league. Is there any way you can just like click on teams? Because I just want to see who has Kamara. It's interesting.
Yeah, this is who I'm playing this week.
All right, let me look at his... this team's pretty... He actually had a pretty decent draft.
Yeah, he had the most points in our league this past week.
Yeah, he's got a pretty decent draft. Yeah, okay, so he doesn't have Kamara. Unless you go to players, if you type in Kamara, it'll show you the team he's on.
Oh, if I go into players right here?
Yeah. Yeah, then just like player search Kamara. Yeah. And then click on ass or whatever. Is that the team name?
I don't know. It says type.
Type ass.
Type ass, dude. Shit in my mouth is his team he's on. Just shit in my mouth, bro.
Wait, okay. So, wait, he has Colin Kaepernick as a
I did not know that, bro.
Does he just put him there during the week to be funny?
I don't know.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, he must. He's got fucking Aaron Rodgers and Ben.
All right, so in the future...
Woo! That's Rancid Blowfish. Do you remember him?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, so potential trades here on this team. I see first off. So you got his handcuff. On his bench, when you scroll down, I saw that he had James Robinson. No, I'm wrong. No, he has Chris Thompson. Dang it, never mind. That's a different thing. He does have Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb is the best duo period in football.
Damn bold statement.
I mean, they are like the best 1-2 punch in football, like in the backfield.
Yeah.
Because they're both like Kareem Hunt could start pretty much anywhere.
Right.
Like he's a RB1 talent. It's just Cleveland landed him at a cheap price when he converted to being a kicker that year.
What?
Remember when he kicked his girlfriend?
It's a good thing this is on YouTube.
Yeah. So when he converted to being a kicker that year at the Chiefs,
I remember that.
The Chiefs didn't want him.
Yeah.
So they snagged him. So they got an RB1 talent because they don't care what he does off the field. He runs well. So
Right.
what you could do is try to figure out some type of trade because your running back situation.
Right.
For possibly Kareem Hunt, because let me look at his starters. So he's got Kamara and Gurley. Like he's not gonna move those guys over.
Right.
And he likes Watkins and Odell. And Odell had a big week, so
yeah.
Unless he starts putting Kareem in his flex or something, maybe you could get a chance of trading for him.
And who would I trade? Who would I trade for him?
So you'd be trading him Latavius Murray.
For Kareem Hunt.
I would do Latavius Murray, and probably you might have to do another player because Kareem Hunt's, he's a really good player. So he's pretty much a starter. So your wide receivers, I like Chris Godwin a lot. I've been trying to, and you're in a PPR league, so wide receivers are, just as good as running backs.
Yeah.
I would hate to get rid of Godwin.
I don't really want to. I don't think.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like he's gonna be targeted a lot more by old TB12.
Yeah. So everyone's steering clear of Fournette. If Philip Lindsay, I mean, you could try to do like Murray and Lindsay for him. I don't know if he's gonna bite on the Lindsay because of the injury.
Right.
It would just be your pick of, because after the weekend Hunt had, this is just something to throw but probably Murray and someone that you think that it might hurt you now, but I just think that's really going to help your running back situation here because it's not ideal.
Okay. I don't even know how to drop a trade out.
So you could actually try to trade Murray and Malcolm Brown.
Really?
So I would probably, yeah, because if the trade goes through, then Kareem Hunt's your RB1 starter every weekend, so you don't need Malcolm Brown.
Let's do it. Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
I don't remember ESPN. I think you have to click on his team.
Shit in my mouth. Okay.
Colin Kaepernick. Okay, so proposed trade on the right. So you just click on who you want from him.
We want Kareem Hunt, so we want to trade. Yep. We'll continue there. And then we're going to trade for that Latavius Murray and Malcolm Brown.
Malcolm Brown, or you could do a receiver that might hurt you, but will help your RB1 because you have Diggs, Lamb, Brown, and Godwin. And
I think I'll stick with Brown and Murray for trade.
okay.
So let's
And if he says
finalize.
no, it's not the end of the world, and it's just something to have fun with. All right, so pending moves, and then he'll either say yes, no, or you can cancel whenever you want. And from what I remember, it doesn't send you a alert. You just have to like look at your
Right.
lineups whenever.
Well, it looks like right now, me and Homie, who I'm going up against, we're like, I think both of us are in the 105 range. He's 105.5, and I'm 105.5 as well for projected totals this week.
That's good. I'm gonna see if like go to league and like no, go to your like options I want to see your options when you hover over league.
Okay.
So you get settings. It's just weird that I don't click on schedule maybe because I hate that it doesn't show like your team and his team like right by. You have to keep clicking back and forth. All right, so go to week 2 down. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you can see. Oh, that shows names. I don't care if you care or not, but
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, so they got it live up. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's just some random. So let's go back to lineup. All right, so far, Ryan McCaffrey. I like the Malcolm Brown move because he's actually gonna get the ball, and you can see his.
If that trade didn't go through though.
Yeah, if the trade doesn't go through, but if it does go through, it's gonna be nice. You're in a win-win situation right now for this weekend. We just kind of we got to get over that bridge when it comes because I do think they're gonna give Cam Akers the spot whenever he gets more comfortable. But
Right.
you can see he's at plus 77%
Yes.
for the trending.
Yeah, he's big time.
And I think you got lucky and picked up a good streamline
defense.
And let's go. I'd like to look at kickers too.
Under players.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, so kickers, it's kind of hard to predict.
Yeah.
For me, I got lucky and I took Robbie Gould, the veteran 49er kicker, and he's always been really good.
Right.
For kickers, you always want to like think like which team has the best chance of like scoring. Okay. Obviously, because extra points. Like, what team has the best chance of getting to the red zone? Mm-hmm. Like, so just have most of the chances. Pittsburgh, and you can streamline kickers. Like, okay. I like stream. I just have a really good one in my draft. I took him really late and he was there, so I don't need to. But the high scoring game. So Dallas, Atlanta, and Minnesota and Green Bay. So your game with Pittsburgh with Chris Boswell. Mm-hmm. Let me see they're playing real quick.
I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
They're playing Denver.
Okay, so they're playing Denver, and Pittsburgh's offense isn't. It's not terrible, but it's like relatively new.
Right.
In quotations, because like Ben's back and Connor's like makes me like rage because he always gets hurt. Like it. So I feel like, and I don't know Dan Bailey's percentages of being like an outstanding kicker.
Right.
But out of this list, Dan Bailey like has a pretty good chance of being in scoring opportunities more.
Right.
And also Jason Myers, I mean, that's not a bad pick either.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Seattle, I mean, you're a homer for Seattle,
Hell
and
yeah, brother.
and they're also playing against in my opinion, fluke win Patriots team,
Yeah.
and they played Miami. Congratulations, everyone comes back, but it's
Yeah, you played my high school team.
I think Myers and Bailey would be a good stream for this weekend. Even they're projected lower, so your projection's going to be lower.
Yeah.
But I think it's a coin. It's kind of a coin flip. It's just I think this team's going to, get more kicks.
All right.
And it's a Sunday night game with your team, and you have someone to watch. So
yeah,
sometimes I
exactly.
do stuff. I literally do picks like that sometimes.
Well, we're doing it. Let's go.
Yeah. Cool.
We'll toss my man Jason Myers in here. And
Sweet.
he's up too, so maybe he pops off.
And I would like to look at your opposing team.
Okay.
Because I think I have everyone memorized. Or for this week. So this is who you're.
Oh,
this is
dude,
who you're playing.
They're right next to each other now. What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, that's what I've been needing.
Okay.
All right, so he doesn't. All right, he doesn't have anyone. Like sometimes, for a tip, like say, like I have. It's not really. Okay, let's say I have DK Metcalf.
Huh?
But he's not, like, my team's stacked at receiver and I can't start him. Well, if I'm playing a guy with Russell Wilson. Okay, no, I have a good example. I'm doing it this weekend, actually. I'm playing against a guy that has Dak Prescott.
Okay.
And I have Michael Gallup.
Okay.
So Michael Gallup's not a crazy every week starter. He can be for some teams. But I'm like, hey, he's got Prescott, so if he scores to Gallup, I get the 6 points too.
Right.
So he's helping, like there's a buffer there on if he throws him the ball.
Right.
So I don't see any guys like that for you or him. So I don't think we needed to really make moves like that.
Okay.
So that's nice. And I think your lineup's it's looking pretty good. I
think
good
so.
about
I feel good about it too.
Feeling good about it. Well, I want to look at available tight ends.
Okay. Dude, I wonder if Greg Olsen is up there right now. I doubt it. He's not, but fuck. That'd be cool.
Okay, so I'm kind of off the Gesicki. I mean, he's a good player, but it's Miami. Like,
right. I know.
I don't like that down there. I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Right.
Like, so I was thinking. I mean, you have Travis Kelce, so like this is just to like pretty much keep other people from scoring. If Gesicki goes off, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
It's not like you're losing anything. So Jimmy Grandpa, he's on a tear right now.
Yeah.
There's a guy I picked up Thursday night. His last name's Sample. He's Cincinnati's new tight end.
Okay.
Which Joe Burrow threw 60 times Thursday night.
Holy shit.
60 times he threw the ball. And he looked really good. So this guy named Sample, he is their Cincinnati's starting tight end, Uzuma. He went down with a that's not letting you add anyone.
Mm-mm.
Oh, y'all might have like waiver stuff. I don't know your waiver rules. I probably should have asked.
I don't know either, so I wouldn't have been able to tell you.
But it doesn't look like it because
he must be on somebody's team.
I don't know. So that's the guy that got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyler Boyd, as soon as he came in the game, so Tyler Boyd threw Uzuma his first touchdown in the NFL.
Okay.
And then came to Uzuma again in the red zone, but he couldn't make the catch. So
classic.
And he threw 9 targets to Sample, as soon as he came in the game, he came in like the third quarter, and that's a ton of targets for that short of time. And Joe Burrow's like super tight end reliant right now. So I think if you pick up this dude and sit on him and see what happens, that's what I'm doing.
Pick up Uzuma or
no, pick up Sample.
I don't know.
But I don't know why it wouldn't let you, because it didn't say he was on a team. Click on that. I don't know what that means. Click
add to watch.
To add watch. What? Why is it? Add. There you
go. Oh, he's
Drew
locked.
Sample is locked. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, because they played Thursday night.
Yeah.
So he's on. Yeah, y'all have the thing where it's like you just can't pick up and drop, I guess, after a game. So, make it a note or whatever you want to do. Like whenever he comes up, I like him because he looked good when he played.
We just got added to the watch list.
So yeah, and what I got for injuries, let me look. So like Godwin's out this weekend. Kittle's out this weekend. James Conner's in. You can't just put it. Golly. Grace is just standing there waving trash at me, saying, just put it on the table till I'm
done. Or just put it in the trash. Who cares?
Yeah. Okay, so AJ Brown is out too. So AJ Brown has a knee, a bruised knee bone. So I want to see. Type in Corey Davis, and I want to see if he's up. I doubt it. He probably got drafted. Yeah. Never mind. So far, yeah, I like your team. I think
I like it too. I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good. We got some good looking over unders too.
Yeah. I don't know why Marquise Brown is down at all. He's
a madman.
Some people are so dumb. Like I don't know. But yeah,
I like this. I like where we're at.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're gonna do good.
I hope so. But dude, there's so much football tomorrow. I'm so excited. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be tight.
It's gonna feel so. What's the weather like up there right now? Is it already getting cold?
It's beautiful. It's like 70 degrees.
Dude, it is right now. It's 64 degrees and windy and not a cloud in the sky. Jess and I sat out back and I drank coffee and she had her salad. Dude, it's so nice. Tomorrow I'm gonna do fires and watch the football, I think.
Dude, that's how it was today for us. Like it's like the best weather ever. But it's only good for about. There's like 4 weeks of good weather here, and then it's either 100 degrees or -5.
Frigid cold.
Yeah, and it's ice too.
God, that sucks. Quick question for you, hunting wise. Obviously, last week we talked about how I'm trying to get into it. If I were to do you know anybody around there that I could book a hunt with? Or books, when I say book a hunt, I mean they just hook me up with either a tree stand or a spot and stock kind of thing.
Not that I know of. From where I live, it's all big public or like my situation. Like Jim Bob has a backyard with most of your big, because I just follow deer stuff. I don't know about elk and all that, but for us, the big touring spots for deer is Illinois bow hunting, because they have they call it the Emerald Triangle in southern Illinois to I think it's like, I forget the other two places, but there's like a triangle where some of the biggest deer ever killed in the U.S. have been killed there.
Oh
And it's just,
shit.
yeah, they just have like some genetic makeup in that area where they just produce huge deer. And
Damn.
then Illinois and then like Iowa has like
Of course.
tank deer. Like
Right.
Iowa has like crazy good deer. So those are the only two places I've heard people going.
Oh.
But I'm guessing elk would be like in Montana
Yeah. Well, yeah.
or something like that.
Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, that all like Oregon, all that kind of shit. But I was recently looking because I'm like, all right, I really want to kill an elk for my first hunt, but it is so expensive to go kill one. It's so
Yeah.
crazy expensive. And then I was like, dude, you know what? I'll go on an axis deer. Have you seen axis deer before?
Nuh-uh.
Dude, let's take a look at these real quick. So axis deer are there's a place called Lanai, which is in Hawaii. And dude, these things are nuts, bro. Like, so
That looks cool.
dude, so in Lanai there is the ratio to humans to deer. There's 3,000 humans and 20,000 of these axis deer, and to a point where they have to kill like 100 a day to be able to
Holy crap.
to control the population, because they're everywhere. And you can go to Hawaii and shoot these. Like, I mean, when you go there, your tag is $2 and 2 does for like $4,500. But $4,500 is a shit ton of money. But,
yeah.
But I know, I also know like $4,500 and 4 deer. Like, dude, you would fill up a couple of coolers of meat.
You went at the grocery shop for meat for like
a long time, dude.
Yeah, like you'd be tired of eating it. That's how much you'd have.
Dude, this thing is crazy. I mean,
They just look. That's like it'd be a beautiful mount too.
Yeah, I really want to go out there, but what I was thinking was, I'm also extremely nervous for buck fever, which
Yeah, that's the point of it though.
I know, but I've never experienced it before, and so I just thought while we were here, I was like, damn, I wonder if I can go stay with you and get a small hunt in, like for like a weekend out there.
Yeah, it would just, so it's just with my situation.
Yeah, with work.
Well, yeah, and if I meet with outsiders right now,
right,
it gets reported, and then I have to.
Oh shit! Really?
Like, yeah.
Damn.
So that's my only dilemma. It's just this year's insane, or else I'd be like, yeah, dude, for sure, come on up.
Yeah.
Go watch a Chiefs game.
Oh
go
god,
hunt.
that would be awesome.
Go watch a Chiefs game. Go hunt. But like, it's one of those things. And if I get busted, they'll take my my leave days, and that means I stay in longer. So
yeah, I don't want you to do that.
I would love to. Great idea. It's just timing is terrible. So
it'd kill me. I just want to have fun with my friends, dude. I don't understand.
Yeah, I just want to do hood rat stuff. There's good deer hunting in North Carolina.
Yeah, I know. I could probably go on one too, but it's one of those things where I'm like, dude, do I want to just jump the gun and feel it, or do I want to wait and kill something for my first time that's like so memorable, like an axis deer or like an elk or a bear?
I would just say go for it, because even if you have a bad time or you miss a shot or something, like, you still had fun.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I will.
Like, that's the whole point, is like having fun. Like that's what like, dude, before I killed my first deer here, it took me 2 years. Like, full hunting seasons, 2 years, I didn't kill a deer. And
damn,
because I was learning, I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I was just going to public landing, sitting in a tree and just hoping for the best. And then last year I got hooked up on my 3rd year with this guy that was like, yeah, in my backyard, I got deer, crawling all over the place. And I was like, all right. And, it was like my 10th time going out, and I finally got one. So
When you say
did it?
When you say that you were out just scouting out public land, what do you mean by that? Like I understand what public land is, but how did you just like find a map of like public land and then buy a doe or a buck license or
Yeah.
tags?
So you look up your local areas public land hunting grounds. So like through, I'm guessing like whatever your city is, and then you can go to their wildlife page if they got a good one, and it'll say this park is, and then it'll have like pictures like deer. If it's got a
Okay.
pond, it'll have like a fish on it, and then that's like the lands you have, and those are owned by whoever, the state, the county, the
Right.
whoever. And what I'll do, I'll pick one, and look it up on Google Maps, like satellite
Yeah.
vision, and be like, oh, there's a tree line here, and there's a river here, and then I try to, when I drive out there, I walk to that because you can't ride on those places, but
Right.
I'll walk out there, I'll look at it, and like be like, yeah, that's a cool spot. Drag my tree stand out there because you can drive.
Yeah, of course.
Drag whatever else you're using, and set it up, and one, hope that there's integrity and people don't steal your tree stand.
Oh
And
yeah. I forgot about
and
that.
and because where I hunt, you're not allowed to use cameras. Only game wardens are. So I mean, I still put them out there. I just buy cheap ones, and
Yeah. If they
if
take them, they take them.
they take it, they take it. My buddy is a terrible person, and what he does is he'll go to other people's stands if they have cameras, take the SD card out, read it at his house, delete the delete the pictures and put it back in.
Damn, bro, it's fucked up.
And it's funny because it's like it's motion detecting, right? So like when he puts it back in, you have to like walk behind the camera and walk.
Woo! That's mad funny, bro.
Yeah, and then so that's what happens. So yeah, it's just you gotta be careful no one takes it. If you do put a tree stand out, you have to like take it down at the end of the season, because then the game wardens can take it, and I've been victim of that. They
Have
took
you?
they took one of my cheap ones out because me and my buddy found this spot, and it was like, I don't know how these dudes found it, but like it was way back in the woods. Like debatably, you'd think no one's even been there before. Like
Yeah.
in mankind, kind of deep.
Yeah.
And like it was a perfect setup, like right by a river. It was nice. Like there's like no wind in there because it was so thick. And yeah, I just walked back there and it wasn't there no more. I was like,
Oh.
either someone I knew took it, or
somebody snagged it.
yeah, or someone snagged it. But
Now, when you buy your tag, do you just go like I saw today? Cabela's has they have their I guess it's like a licensing department where I guess can you buy tags from them?
so I do mine on the app on my phone.
What app?
My personal, like my county has an app.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's yeah, so like Missouri, it's called Mo Hunting,
Okay.
and you just go on there, click the county you're in, and then it'll say like, what tags do you want to buy for this? This, because there's some rules, like some states have where like you have to buy the tag within that county.
Oh, okay.
Some states like don't, I guess, maybe, I don't know, but it'll send you to your county, and then once the county is picked, you can pick like what kind of deer you're gonna kill. So like antlerless or
Okay.
any, or just doe.
So if I were to really like dive into this, right? And right now you can see, but they can't. You can see what I'm looking at. If I were to be like, all right, fuck it, I want to give this a try. The closest place to me is, I mean, one of these spots. So,
Mm-hmm.
would I just go get? I would get a tag. I would get a tag for, let's say, antler deer.
Yeah.
I were to get a tag, I get all my shit, and I just drive out there for a night, like an evening hunt. I could literally just drive out there, park, and then just walk in and just see how things go.
Yep. So there's like common courtesies, like if you're gonna go in a morning hunt, like get there early. Like
right, of course.
don't screw someone else over. Like, get out of your truck quiet. Don't
Right.
pull up with loud music. And it's normal stuff you think that happen, but I've heard people like, I'm hunting and I hear Versace Medusa head on me, like, and they just start and then people like slamming the door, and I'm like, well, there goes my morning hunt. And I'm
just
like,
not
I just want
giving
to
a shit.
slash this dude's tires when I walk. Like I've wanted to do it so many times, and so yeah, I mean that's pretty much what you'd have to do if it's like an evening hunt especially with the sun going down earlier.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like get out there at like 1, 2 o'clock and then just sit.
Yeah, that's like ideal. Like getting there super early, like eat lunch and go or something, and sit out there for like 5, 6 hours.
Yeah.
But if you got like your 9 to 5 job, say if you get off at 3, 4 o'clock, that's really cutting it.
Yeah.
Like I think the latest, like, and it's almost like rude late, is like 4:30.
Okay.
Like that's like tiptoeing it.
Right.
But yeah, like 2 o'clock, the sun's still up, barreling down, the deer are like chilling, and maybe you'll catch like a straggler.
Yeah, just like kind of walking around. Yeah.
Yeah, like midday. Might have slept in or something.
One thing that scares me is so like right now, like this sounds like fun. I need a lot of stuff. Like I have no camo at all.
Yeah.
What scares me the most is I don't know how to clean a deer. I don't know how to do that. Like not at all. Like I would literally have to sit out there and follow along a YouTube video while I did that. Like I literally don't know what to do. Like that would terrify me.
Yeah, because you'd have to. You don't have to field dress it there. I mean, you can. Some people do because like it's less garbage you got to take care of back home. Like you just pop the guts out there on the ground and let a fox eat it or something. You know what I mean? So like, and y'all have probably crazy bears there.
We do have bears.
I'm guessing you have a lot of bears in North Carolina.
We do have a lot of bears.
And wildcats and all that. So
a lot of wildcats too, bro. I've seen some crazy tracks, like where they're bigger than like when you do the classic like hold it up to it, it is the same size as my hand.
Dude, a panther? A black panther?
Is that a real thing? Is that really around here?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Black Panthers, North Carolina? Okay, it's a thing. Definitely a thing. Okay, never mind.
That's the political party?
Yeah, let's Anyways, yeah, so I wonder if I can get out. So if I were to be like, all right, I want to get an antler tag and a bear tag just in case, like do you think getting a bear tag would be a difficult thing, or is that like pretty common?
No, you just buy it. So you just buy tags.
Oh, really?
It's just some are more expensive than others, and some people, that's, it's up to you. Like, do you want to kill this animal? Then, you just buy the stamp.
Dude, it's $11 for a bear tag. Is that
also,
for real?
What I would look into as well, if going on this kind of, because the only way you learn
is to do it, right?
Is by going.
Right.
And getting skunked and sitting out there for no reason. And like, hunting's not something where it's like for me, that's why I already made a decision of like, I don't want to do it because it's a lot of work. Like, I can pick up my rod and hit up my buddy with a boat and go fish right now if I want to.
Yeah.
So, like, you got to scout, you got to like if you're laying food out, you gotta lay that out. You gotta clear stuff around you, and and you gotta manage. Like you gotta check your cameras, all that. It takes a lot of work. So that's the only way to learn is just do it. Like, but with the public land stuff, there's things called why am I blanking? They're like management hunts. Like say if a park's like that's not really like hunted, like a normal, just like a like a walk park or something, but there's like a bajillion deer running around.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll close that down for hunting, and you apply for it. So it's like
shit.
they call it popcorn deer because those deer are so used to seeing people every day at parks.
Yeah.
And they just let you grip and rip. So like
Really?
I've missed out on. I didn't get selected for 2 in Kansas City because there's this one park in Kansas City where it's like deer heaven apparently,
Yeah.
and they just like walk around and eat food off the ground that people leave behind. And
Just
it's like
monsters too.
yeah, they'll just be like people sitting in a tree and shooting a deer by like a swing set. So yeah, there's stuff like that. So like North Carolina's got that for sure.
Damn. I
But
need
yeah,
to.
you just
I think
pretty much just pick a place and go. And
I
see what
think I
happens.
might do it. I think I might. First things first. I gotta get camo. Number one, gotta get camo. And I think I might give this a try because we're in the middle of archery season, right? Or like right at the beginning.
I'm pretty sure ours is the beginning of October because every state's different.
Let's see. Black bear.
So whitetail deer season. 20.
Should I click on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Archery is September 2nd through October 2nd.
And that's whatever y'all's northeastern and southeastern, whatever that means.
Right.
And you have so it's like whatever your place
Central,
does.
I would think. So
and
does that mean I can only hunt archery between those dates?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, so I got to get to it if I'm trying to get into it.
Yeah, according to this chart. Like I don't know your rules. Like this could be something different or like fake news, but if it's on your North Carolina wildlife site, because archery season is always so archery season is usually all year.
Okay.
So but they make it archery only short because big money's in rifle.
Right.
For the market and everything. Like there's a lot more older people hunting than young guys hunting with a bow.
Right.
So the orange suit mafia comes out with their bush lights and rifles and dropping deer from 400 yards out. So
yeah, pretty cool.
It's like they make it short at the beginning because rifles ruin the hunt for you. They can.
Right.
Or they people like, well, it could spook the deer to where you're at. Oh yeah, and I also won 10 grand at the casino last night. Like it's like it's different. So that's why it's so short at the beginning, but it's weird it's saying October 2nd's like the end of archery. Like maybe that's the end for
deer.
Just archery or just archery.
Right.
Because then you got black powder rolling in and then the big guns come out.
Yeah, for a hot minute, bro. Look how long that is. So
yeah,
so this is just archery. The September 12th through October 2nd is just archery. Nothing else is open. That's what I'm
you
getting
walk
from
out.
This.
Yeah, I think that's what it means.
And then, but in
you
reality,
could also call them too and ask more questions.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. But then, in reality, I could hunt September 12th through January 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been out after Christmas bow hunting, and that's that story I told you last time. Unbelievably cold.
Yeah.
That's when my hands swell up and everything. But I was also ill prepared. So, if you got the right gear, because what trips me up, right, is like I'm still a believer in big gear means you're warmer.
Right.
But now it's like Sitka, like Scent Lock. They have like these jackets that are like a t-shirt, and it's like tested up to real feel of -15. I'm like, there's no way I wear that outside and I'm not dying from hypothermia.
I
Like,
literally today I was at Cabela's. I was looking for hiking boots for our long Alaska and Colorado trip, and I'm glad I went first and foremost because they have a very small amount of Sitka gear at Cabela's for sale. And I tried on they had like a double XL, and I found out I definitely need a 3X. I'm really glad I was able to go there. But I tried on, it was like their quote light hoodie, like their lighter hoodie. Bro, I put that on, dude, and I was hot in just that one hoodie. But also I saw a couple like the t-shirts that you're talking about there, and even I felt them. I was like, dude, there is no way that's gonna keep me warm.
yeah, and they're quarter zips too usually.
Yeah,
it's not even like thing with a hoodie.
Here. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that's a way for them to make money because then you have to buy their neck warmer, then you have to buy their beanie.
Yeah,
If they sell a hoodie, you don't have to buy any of that.
I know.
I've for me, like,
I've been
I'm
looking
old
at a bunch
school.
of
I
their
use
gear.
like redhead. Like,
yeah, I saw some of that.
It's just people are like, dude, when you're bow hunting and you draw your bow back, they can hear the swishing of your jacket. I'm like, if you wear like a windbreaker, but I'm like, as long as you're quiet and you pull back like controllably and not like a madman, like you're fine. Like,
right.
Deer have they have good hearing, but from what I understand, they have very poor eyesight. So the camo thing,
yeah,
the whole debacle, it's swag. Like,
of course,
if you got the money to buy a whole Sitka kit, like I would even wear that to the club. Like, you're styling, bro. Like, you got like, it's like my outfit is like, more than your car payment. That's how
the thing.
nice it is.
That is the thing. It does seem like Sitka's a status symbol too. Like it seems like it's like a big status thing.
But if you want it, get it. It's like you'll have dudes that are like me, like look at this kook, like he's got all this good stuff, and then, but it doesn't matter. Like if you want it, it's life. Like if you want it, have it. If you like it, like, for me, I just don't. If deer had crazy good eyesight and they were like, I would invest more. But since I know they don't, and it's all about scent control and wind direction and noise, then
I've heard good things about. I've heard good things about this vest. I'm gonna build a kit real quick just to see how much this is gonna cost me.
Good lord.
Yeah, I mean
you sent me the video the other day. I was like, good grief.
And that dude, that was me cutting it down, bro. I'd cut everything like but the thing is too is I've listened to a lot of these like expert guys who have had years and years of experience under their belt, and they're talking like, yeah, you never know out there, so like you should have 2 pairs of boots. You should have your rain gear with you. You should also have your light gear if you get warm, if you're hiking a bunch, and then you also need the stuff where if it's super cold and you're hiking and you get warm and then you shed a layer and then you're chilling out for a little bit, you need to have all that stuff. And I was like, I looked at it like, all right, well, I know I get hot as fuck pretty quick when it comes to hiking, so I bought like that in that whole section of shit. It was like cut down to where I know I'm going to get hot, so let me just go and get like a medium layer. And I know that it takes a lot for me to get really cold, so like I'll just get one of those as opposed to having like a light and a heavy just in case kind of thing. Like I was cutting it down, man. It's crazy. Let me see what
I watch videos like that too, and I go, you know what? There's been people doing this since Adam and Eve. So
it's very true.
They you talk to these older folk, that's been hunting forever, like they're like the camo industry just like boomed because it's like a swag thing. Like, so it's like, you got grandpa out there with like a flannel and blue jeans on killing deer. Like it happens. Like
it's very true, man.
But it's all personal preference. Like I wonder if do they have like I call them bear suits. Like it's the onesie Like you get in and it almost feels like a comforter.
Like
You know what I'm
bibs?
talking about?
Like bibs?
It's bibs, but the top is like the bottom too.
Oh shit! I have no idea.
It's like a onesie that you like jump in. Like we have them for work.
Damn, no, I don't know. I'm looking right now.
Because if you could snag one of those, you just buy that, so you have a full Sitka onesie, and then you just put whatever you want cheaper under it, so you can swag out still.
I'm not seeing that. Probably because that would be too smart and too easy to not spend money on.
Yeah, like try like I don't know, just start clicking on stuff. Like Google, if you Google like hunting onesie, it's not called a onesie, but that's what it would be. It's like because it's gonna show up like baby stuff.
Okay.
It's like
hunting.
Like what would be the word for that thing? I've always called them
suit, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Men's camo coveralls.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Redhead makes one.
Yeah. So like, I was like, I wonder if Sitka's got one of those because then you could just buy that whole Sitka coverall, and they're way comfier because it's like.
No doubts on the Sitka meme.
But I guess that would be like you said.
Yeah.
People just buy that instead of their.
Instead of everything.
Yeah.
Like in just a jacket, a vest, because I've heard really good things about the vest. Jacket, vest, and pants were at $727. And then I need gloves. I don't have any gloves. What is your thoughts on these one finger gloves? I feel like they're not going to be warm.
I just don't like. Dude, I just put like my gloves on, and then when a deer comes, I'll slide it off and shoot.
Okay.
Like, so what I do is like, the goal for me is kill a deer early season or
so
mid season,
you're not cold.
and I'm done.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I like it's so cold. So if it's starting to drop a little bit, I'll start practicing with a glove on.
Okay.
So like I'll sit down, have my gloves on, stand up. Some people hold their bow the whole time. Some people put it on a hook.
Yeah.
I put mine on my hook. So I'll sit on a bucket, stand up, take my bow off the tree, slide my glove off, pull back and shoot.
Right.
Sit down, do it again. And it's all about just being quiet.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, once you get your bow pulled back, like if it hasn't moved by then, it's not going to move unless, you know, it gets spooked or something. It's all that glove removal. Bow doesn't hit the hook. You don't like fart or something. I don't know. Like it's all about practicing. Because I thought it was dumb, but it makes a big difference when it's time to shoot. Because you're like, all right, I've practiced this. I know the hole on my, you know, top of my bow is this big, and I need to pick it up this far, and you're not like stumbling through it. So
now, what are you doing for scent control? Like, I know you wash all your gear with nothing, correct? And then should I just toss it out back in my yard or something? Like,
yeah, so I wash it with whatever scent lock or unscent. Like some people like a certain brand of unscent, like Upwind or whatever your favorite brand is, right? I just pick whatever's at Walmart. So I get that, and then I wash it with my unscent, and then take all the gear I just washed. Make sure you're not cooking nothing.
Yeah, that's
the
thing too.
Yeah, like Jazz ain't baking cookies or making whatever.
Right.
So do that. You know, take it out to the woods, wherever you got woods at, or if not woods, hang it on your like back porch, like on a string line, or somewhere where like somewhere where like it's natural, like not
right. I've got some trees out back that I could probably just hang
yeah,
it on.
some natural, like somewhere you're not grilling by. Hang it there, like for me, and that's like, and it's gear. So people will buy brand new gear and scared to get it messed up. It's like this is what this is meant for. Like,
Yeah.
so I'll hang it up. Try to look at your weather. Like, obviously, you don't want to hang it out when it's like forecasted to rain the entire week.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you want it, like, if it, like, I let it sit for about 2 weeks or a week, just
Yeah.
depending if it's rained a lot, because you don't want mold in there. You want it, like, to rain. Maybe the next day is really hot, so it dries all your gear out.
Yeah.
And so I take my box out there that I keep all my stuff in, my boots, hang them upside down because you don't want water to get them.
Dude, I gotta get boots too. I don't have any hunting boots.
So I use muck boots.
Muck boots?
Yeah. I have a pair of, well, the bottoms are all the same color rubber.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and just pick whatever color you want. For me, I would go with, I have a dark green, like a green or a brown, because when I hunt, I tuck my pants or my bibs in my boot.
Right, yeah.
Because you're not picking off tagalongs all day.
Yeah.
Because there's a ton of them out there and they stick to material like that. But that's also good. Like, that's another thing too. I buy pants, like my Under Armour lightweight pants, is that lightweight material, so stuff doesn't stick to it like it would.
Yeah, true.
You're like a heavier gear, but yeah. Anyways, I take the box out there, my boots, everything I wear, hang it on a tree, put it in the woods, let it sit, take it off. Obviously, when it's like a hot, bright day, check everything's like dry.
Yeah.
Make sure your hands, and it's not like you're doing surgery, right? Like, you don't have to be super sterile, but you don't want to eat B-dubs and touch all your stuff with sauce and
Yeah, for sure.
all that. Like, wash your hands, rub your hands in the ground, get them dirty, check your gear, like, put your gear back in the box. I get these things called, I think they're called like earth scent pads.
Okay.
They're like brown. It comes in a brown little circle pack, and they're plastic pads, and they're not reusable, but they last a long time.
Yeah.
I throw 2 of them in the box. I grab dirt, grass, tree branches, leaves from that area.
Just toss it all in there.
Put it in the box. Mix it like a salad. Put it in there. You can spray some unscent if you want to on top of that. The only reason I don't spray unscent, some people do. The reason I don't is because it won't evaporate. So you'll have unscent in a box. If you have a good box, it won't evaporate. If you have a bad one, sprayed that. I don't spray it. Sorry. I don't spray it. Some people do. Put it back in the box, close it up, put it in my garage.
Just let it do its thing in that box.
Yep, that box is like, you want a good, I got hooked up at work and we use like Pelican case rollers for tools, and they ordered an extra one on accident, and I was like, heck yeah, I'll take this free Pelican case box. So take that, let's in my garage. When I hunt, I put it in the back of my truck or your back seat, whatever you prefer. Drive to the location, and my sometimes I'll wear my boots.
Yeah.
Like my hunting boots, preferably in the perfect world, I just wear normal boots, shoes, pair of jeans, t-shirt, and I take that. I go to, when I get outside my truck, I take those clothes off and change into my hunting gear outside my truck, and then.
Now, do you think if I go out there, so say I get fired up, because I'm pretty fired up right now, I won't lie. I'm pretty fired up about maybe giving this a try. How do you think I'm going to struggle? Because I'm not buying a stand. So like, I'm literally going to go full on primal and just go looking, like go see if I can. Like,
I've heard of people doing that.
Really?
It's definitely harder because Yeah, I mean, obviously it's way harder, but if you just want to go and have a good time, and I would get like some kind of a chair or like a fold out chair that's, if you're in the moment, something that you could shoot off your butt.
Okay.
So if I were you, if you're hunting, if you're planning on doing that, I would start practicing sitting down.
Okay.
Because if in that case, and with you being bigger too,
Yeah.
so those deer, especially being eye level with them,
Yeah.
they don't have great eyesight, but I can see someone standing right by me. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's I mean, hey, you get lucky, you get lucky. You could wait for it to walk behind a tree, then you stand up, and then you get lucky and snake it. But if you're planning on doing that, I would start shooting from sitting down. And
Yeah.
I've tried doing that a couple times, and it's really hard. So
Cool. Well, I might give this a go, dude. I might head out there here in like a week and see. Maybe I'll order this gear and go out there and see what it's all about.
get like just get like a cheap little fold out. What's it like? Some you like a baseball coach would have in the dugout, like a little small.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like something like that camo one right there.
This one. Yeah. Okay.
Something
Like
small,
a
like
little stool.
yeah, like a little stool. You don't need nothing crazy, because you want to be able to carry it out there with you.
Yeah.
Um,
I gotta get a
Yeah.
backpack too, dude. That's another thing I don't have. I don't have a pack.
I got mine for free. I found it at a.
You found it?
No, I found it at, so like on base we have this thing called the Airman's Attic, and it's like our little Goodwill. Like people
Oh,
will
really?
donate stuff, and people just had like a redhead. It was a redhead backpack there, and I was like, cool. And I took it and took that out to the woods too to descent. And
Damn, I'm jealous. See, now here's where they get guys like me, is because now I'm like, well, if I'm going Sitka gear, I'm going Sitka everything. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm like, dude, I just gotta have their backpack. So like their backpack's gonna cost me another $200 or more. Look at that. That's crazy.
Good Lord.
That's crazy. I mean,
So
I
that's
get it,
to-
but
Yeah. Also, if your pants have like enough space, like I've done that too. Like I've said, like screw the backpack and
said fuck it.
yeah.
I don't know. Also, I wish I had like an optimal, like, I don't know what kind of camo I should be wearing, you know? Like, is this more along the colors of, or the along the, like, the more pattern of what I have near me? Because I don't know. Or is something like this elevated 2 going to be what's more likely to be near me?
This is my personal preference, and I am not a professional.
Okay.
This is literally personal preference. Like some people like Coke, some people like Pepsi.
Right.
I like to look like the woods.
Well, of course.
This stuff reminds me of like playing Modern Warfare or something. Like
Oh,
it
really?
obviously
Sitka gear does?
well, the digital camo, like a lot of people are going to it. I like Realtree because it looks like leaves. It
Right.
looks like a stick. Like,
Right.
but I don't think it matters either way.
True.
But it's personal preference. So no, obviously you don't want to wear like a light tan desert look out there or some, but like anything, just like mid dark green.
Do you think
that's pretty.
This stuff, or I feel like that's like more Northwest kind of thing, like this big game, this subalpine shit?
I think that looks cool.
I just don't know what's like. This is what I saw at the Cabela's today, so this is what I'd imagine is kind of along the same pattern as what people are using.
So I've heard of something interesting too. They this guy brought up a point saying where are you hunting from normally when you put a tree stand in that's 20 feet high? It's like, well, usually the trunk of the tree,
Right.
because it's usually going to be a bigger, stronger tree. So wearing a breakup pattern, which is camouflage, any camo you look at, it's a breakup pattern
Right.
to break the silhouette of your body.
Of course.
It's gonna not match where you're hunting because the trunk of the tree is brown and solid and you're camoed out. So he said either way, you're just buying the camo to break your silhouette. So as long as the color is somewhat near and and it's camo,
you think you're probably gonna be all right.
And you got to remind yourself, like, because I felt the same thing about camo. I'm obviously a cheapo about it, but dude, professionals wear this, like,
yeah.
And if they're wearing it, like, it's working.
Of course, yeah.
Indians wore whatever they wore, you know, like, there's men have been hunting for thousands, millions of years, so
right.
It's this whole camo thing didn't start until I don't know, 50, 60 years ago.
Right.
So, like, a lot of the military dudes were wearing their camo to go hunt. Like,
oh, really? Like their issued stuff?
Yeah. So sometimes I wear I have a pair of pants, like Air Force pants, and it's like some people wear that to go hunting. So,
damn.
Who knows? It's
it's
all personal preference.
I gotta figure out a pack here. I don't know what kind of pack I would get.
My early season is literally lightweight Under Armour pants, and I have a Realtree quarter zip long sleeve for mosquitoes. That's all I wear, and like a backwards camo hat.
Yeah.
Because I always shoot with a backwards hat.
Big backwards hat guy.
It's like a superstition thing. I have to. When I practice, I shoot with a hat backwards. If I hunt, I hunt with a hat backwards. Yeah, I have to.
Damn.
I don't know why. I don't know how people shoot with the hat forward. I feel like I'm gonna hit the bill of my hat with the.
I was shooting with this hat on, and I have to shoot with it backwards, no question about it. Like it has to be backwards too if I am shooting. I can't shoot with it forward. Do you go with a balaclava?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Because mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes is so fucking annoying, bro.
So either you gotta buy, like, this stuff's important. You have to buy a non-scented mosquito burner.
Non-scented mosquito burner.
I forget what it's called. I'll go look for mine. I'll tell you the brand I got.
All right.
It's like dude, it changes my life.
But if I'm gonna be walking around and shit, you think I should be worried about that?
Well, what you're about to do, you're not. You're gonna be sitting at a tree.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
If you're doing elk and all that, I mean, I guess not. I've never elk hunted. I don't know when they sit.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're good. I'm looking at all this stuff still. Like, I'm talking about do I go neck gaiter or do I go full face mask, you know? Like full balaclava. I don't know which one would be best for my situation.
Sorry. I was in my garage. I was surprised you could hear me.
Yeah, you're cool. I could hear you just fine.
I cannot find my hunting bag.
Wow.
That's not good.
Are you serious? Come on. Where are you right now?
Let me look up.
Like, should I go with something like this? You know what I'm saying? Or should I go with something that's like full facial like this?
That's what I wear.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd want to be able to pull the top part down more than anything. Like roll the top part over my head and not actually be like this.
Usually mine is, you can do both.
Really?
So it's flexible usually where you can do that, like ninja mode.
Yeah.
And then just pull it back off your head and then it turns into like a neck thing. So it depends on if that's flexible. Like mine's like not really flexible, not really meant for that. But when I bought it, I just did it a couple times,
And
and
then
it kind of like
yeah,
it tore like a little bit, like you could hear like threads popping.
yeah.
But after that, I was able just to do it every time like that.
Hmm. Hmm. I think I'll add that to the cart. Wait. Get that out of there.
A thermocell. That's what I got.
Thermocell. How much are they?
$30.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's the mosquito repellent thing. So, and you also want to light that up.
Like on the way out or something?
Yeah, on the way out, because you gotta like click it, and then there's like a little hole you look through to see if like the flame ignited, and then it starts burning the pad you slide in.
How long does that last?
Like multiple hunts.
I
It'll say on the.
I also need to figure out too, filming, because I'm gonna do all this shit solo and record everything like by myself. So that'll be fun, I think.
Yeah, you have to read your rules on the place you're hunting, or just say YOLO. Some places don't allow cameras.
Oh, at all?
So, like my place don't allow cameras. Period. You leave a camera out there, they chop the chain and take it.
I'm talking about filming myself. Like,
oh, just like a phone thing.
Yeah. Well, I would take my real nice camera out there. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know that. I guess
rough.
maybe watch a YouTube video.
Yep, that's what we're gonna be doing. That would be my biggest fear is right now is not all of this, not spending the money, not doing anything like that. But my biggest fear is being able to actually field dress the animal, because I'm gonna have to do it by myself, and I have no clue what I'm doing. Like that's what terrifies me the most right now.
Yeah, I had my friend show me the first time I killed it, and
it literally terrifies me right now.
Because you're gonna have to know how to skin it too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know any of that.
You can just take it to your processor, and he does all that for you.
Oh shit! I forgot that that's a thing, dude.
So that's what I would do, because I'm too lazy and I have the money for it. So you can be like, "Yep, take the hide, quarter it like this. I want my straps either diced or steak cut, quarter hind, all that." So I want this many steaks. I want ground beef. Da da da.
What do you think an average deer size in North Carolina is? Average.
I don't think they're small. I definitely think they got some good deer.
100 to 200 plus pounds for bucks.
Yeah, that's a big doe. 160-pound doe. I'd be like, good lord.
What God, I'm thinking about having to hike that thing out, because I would literally just toss it on my back and walk out with it, like, and then toss it in the back of my truck and then take it to somewhere to go.
I know a friend of mine that has done the look around meme and no one's there, and put that baby in 4-wheel drive and take it to the deer. So I have seen a friend of mine do that, and also there's people I know that he has a it's like an all-terrain kind of wagon.
Yeah.
Like he'll walk back to his truck, put all of his stuff off, take his gear off and everything, because it's not ideal to get blood on your camo.
Right.
But it's not like a game changer. You just need to like desense it again, and that blood probably won't come out.
Right.
Like it might. It's not. It's just some people like buy Sitka gear and they don't want to get blood on it, so they take. So he will go back, take his camo off, grab his buggy, and because it has like the all-terrain wheels on it, just drags his wagon out there, puts the deer on the wagon, and drags it back on the wagon.
Okay.
That's a little bit easier. Or you can get a rope and tie it to the either if it's a buck that has a frame like tied to their, you can, if you want, you can risk a snapping their horns off, or just tie it to around their body and drag it out. Like tie it to your hips and kind of like walk it out. There's different ways where you can just.
That is gonna be a pain. Because
if
I
you
got a feeling I'm
kill,
gonna end up having to like actually like pick this thing up like you would like a dog and put him like on my back and walk.
well, if you kill a deer over 100 and over 120 pounds, good luck. Because it's dead weight.
Yeah, I know.
And it's bleeding on you, and it's like
probably not smelling too good either.
It's not smelling good, especially if you shoot in the stomach. If you shoot a deer in the stomach, you'll never forget that smell the rest of your life. That's the worst smell you'll ever smell. Yeah, it's all that hot gas in their stomach, all the toxins your body makes that teachers tell you in school, but you're like, yeah, whatever. Your gut right now smells terrible. And when you shoot one, yeah. So that's why I like hunting with a friend, because it's safe. It's safe, first off. You should try to hunt with someone. And two, you got a buddy to help you drag it out.
Yeah. See, I don't have that here. I don't have any friends.
Yeah.
You're my only hunting friend. Quote.
You get Trey to help you.
I would have to. I think I would have to be like, yo, Trey. Like, I know you're off work, but I need you to help me. He's like, I'm gonna send you my location. Someone. Yeah, can you come fucking help me out?
And then when all those options are running through your head, and you're the only guy out there, and you look around and weigh your options. It's like, is this ticket worth it?
Let's pull the truck around.
Yeah, let's ticket's worth it. Yeah. I'll pay $100-something. That's fine.
Yeah, whatever. Damn, this is all so much information for me. It's all so new. I don't know any of this stuff. Like, I didn't even think about a processing plant either.
Yeah, that's what a lot of guys do, because it's just, if you got the money to do it, you just take it to the meat processor and say, like, what cuts you want, how much ground beef you want.
Shit, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, dude, you live in the country.
But what if it's late at night? It's like if I were to shoot a deer at, say 7 o'clock, like, do I just leave that guy in the back of my truck till the next day and then go over there, or what?
No, so a lot of them stay, like the ones I know stay relatively later during bow season.
Yeah.
If that were to happen, I mean, and you don't have any idea of how to cut it,
yeah,
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Like, maybe call the guy or talk to him and say, like, hey, if I kill a deer, I'll pay whatever for you to stay open. I'll bring it to you, whatever. And I'll text you if this happens, or I need some help. Because, like, these guys that work at meat processing plants, like, they, like, unless they're doing, like, cuts for whatever during the rest of the year, this is their money season.
True,
like,
yeah, true.
They need people to bring in this stuff, so they usually accommodate to whatever you need.
Right.
So, yeah, you won't get it back for a couple of days, but they'll usually hook you up. Like, I would start making friends with these guys, like, give them a couple calls, like, hey, my name's this, I'm just wondering what y'all do, and when y'all are open. So, but
I need to do that.
But a normal situation, you go out in the morning and you kill it. Just get it over there as quick as possible before, because just like humans, like, any dead animal goes catatonic.
Yeah.
So get over there as quick as you can. But if you do kill it during, let me see. Okay, so say if you kill during the winter and it's late at night and it's really cold,
Yeah.
you can just leave that thing outside
Yeah.
and take it the next day.
Yeah,
But it's still risky. Like you could, who knows what animal might come and or birds come.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, this is a lot of information. I'm very excited about not only fantasy football, but also the possibility of me maybe going hunting and maybe I can make something happen. But we are ending this. It's time. I need to get ready to do stuff. We are another 2-hour podcast in the books, dude.
Wow, that flew by.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love this shit. It's so much fun. But I love you.
Me too.
And we will we'll get into this again next Saturday, dude. Next Saturday, more fantasy, more hunting, maybe. Who knows? Maybe
whatever topic.
Maybe by next Saturday I'll have made a hunt happen, but we'll see.
Heck yeah, man.
That'd be rad. All right, dude. Much love. I love you.
Hey, man.
We'll chat soon.
Peace out. Leave it.